Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Halo vlog. And today what we're gonna do is talk about steps that you can take towards financial freedom today that will help you build and accumulate wealth tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. My husband and I paid off about $95,000 in debt last November 2020. And we spent about 15 months on a really aggressive journey to pay that debt off. We used Dave Ramsey's The Baby Steps in order to create our financial freedom. And one of the most important things that you can do before you get started is you have to figure out your why. Why are you doing this? Are you doing this because you want to not have to work in a certain type of job that you're in? Do you want to do this so you can build a legacy for your family? Do you want to do this so you can really just dedicate more time to things that you love and things you care about? So what is your why? And you have to get really, really clear on that why, because that why will turn into your purpose. And if you don't have a purpose, you will not succeed. You will not. So a lot of times that purpose has to be bigger than yourself. So our purpose for our family was, how do we create generational wealth, and how do we be able to bless the people around us that we come in contact with? And you know, that why has carried us through our debt freedom journey. Hey guys, I just want to remind you to take a second and like my video. It helps the YouTube algorithm and also really, really helps me out. So I appreciate you. Also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any cool videos, motivational videos like this one. All right, so one of the most important things that you can do is create a budget. A budget is going to be your pen to paper or finger to app way to track your expenses. And so you need to know what's coming in, what's coming out. So typical incoming money, you need to write all of that down. And guess what? If at the end of it, you decide that that is not enough money to pay off what you need to pay off, you need to find a side hustle. So I got an extra job during our debt-free journey, and that was very beneficial because I was able to put a little bit more money into the pot every single month. Not everyone has an option to do that in their field, but you may have an option to do it in other ways, like delivering pizza, delivering Instacart, whatever it is. You have other ways to make money, so don't let your ego get in the way of making extra money in a way that you would prefer not to. It's only temporary, and it's getting you to where you need to be, so take advantage of it. You need to document what are your typical reoccurring monthly expenses. Rent or mortgage payment, all your utility bills, all of your subscriptions or gym memberships. So you need to get really clear on what is coming in and what is coming out. So all of those extraneous things that maybe aren't as important, like your 5 streaming video subscriptions, those are things that you can start to really decide on whether you need them or not. And it depends on, are they in your budget? And is that something that you want to spend money on during your debt-free journey? So along those same lines, my third recommendation would be getting rid of things, extraneous things that you do not need. So a lot of times we sign up for these free trial memberships and they automatically enroll us into a subscription service. And so a really good bet would be to go ahead and look at those services that are reoccurring in your bank account. And a lot of them you are going to find out that you do not need. They are not essential. They are just something that you signed up. It's nice to have. Hey, it's nice to have a lot of things, but having a lot of things is not going to get you to debt freedom and financial freedom. And so you have to make sacrifices. You're going to allocate every single month to be able to pay off things like groceries, gas, like what is your normal? And then things that you can cut back on, like going to different grocery stores, shopping sales, buying things in bulk. Those are all ways that you can minimize those expenses that change every month. So for us, having healthy food is really important to us. And one way that we may be able to do that a little bit less expensive is going to stores like Aldi or Lidl in order to buy some of our produce and some of our grocery items that would normally be higher at other stores like Publix or Kroger. All right, another tip is make sure that when you are setting out your budget that you're leaving some room for miscellaneous items. So have a set budget amount for those miscellaneous items. And then if you need a small budget for things that will make your life more enjoyable, like restaurants and entertainment, but keep in mind that all of that money that you're spending on restaurants and entertainment when you could be eating at home is taking away from the money for your future. So being really clear and concise about, okay, let's spend, $75 to $100 in restaurants this month, and that is it. That's all. And it's really not that hard. I mean, it is hard, but once you start to get used to it, you're like, you know what, we're not gonna compromise on our budget here, or we're not gonna get wine at the restaurant. We'll just buy a bottle of wine and take it home. So there are a lot of different ways that you can cut in this category. And restaurants and entertainment, with the pandemic, has been pretty easy to cut for this past year. The one thing that we did not compromise on was health and our fitness, though. Having the ability to take care of yourself and your body, gym memberships were not something we were able to compromise on. We didn't want to. So that, and then also supplements. We spent money on supplements during the pandemic, and the reason why was because it was important for us to keep our health. And so healthy food within reason, organic food within reason, and then also just keeping our bodies physically active. So all those, pick your things that are important to you. However, there are a lot of activities that you can do that don't cost a darn thing. So don't get into the trap where you think that you have to spend money in order to have a good time or in order to spend time with people. You do not need to. Get creative. Another important tip is, hey, listen, you need to tell the people around you what you're doing so they understand. People had to know what we were doing so that they could support us. And if you have good friends who love you and care about your success, they will support you. They will support you. So that's critical. Have people in your life that are for you and for your goals and for making you better. And also don't tempt you in areas that are not good for you. So my favorite budgeting system app is called the EveryDollar App. It's I have the free version of it. It's from Dave Ramsey and Dave Ramsey Solutions. The thing about it is I actually have to track every single purchase that I make. I put into a category in the EveryDollar budget app. And they do have a premium membership where it just goes straight from your bank into the app. But I don't like to do that because I lose track of my money when I do that. It makes me less apt to keep up with it. So I actually love the free version. Currently, my husband and I are on baby step number 3, which is building our emergency fund. And honestly, I think this is actually harder than paying off the debt because you lose a little bit of your steam. You want to relax. You want to buy things that you didn't buy for like a year and a half. And so it takes the same amount of just dedication in order to get that emergency fund built up. And then after that, we want to buy a house. So there's always the next financial goal, but guess what? We're not in debt anymore. That's the best feeling. Yeah, we did it. I didn't think we could do it. I'm a spender at heart. I love spending money. It unfortunately brings me a lot of joy to spend money. But I've also noticed that the money that you are spending today is taking away from your financial future and freedom. So are those leggings really worth it, or is the possibility of you being able to do exactly what you want in the near future because you saved that money more worth it? And that's a question that you have to have with yourself pretty much anytime you want to buy something, especially if it's not in your budget. So there are things you want to buy, budget for them, but you're probably not going to just be able to go and buy it all in one month, and that's okay. Delayed gratification is critical in this world of way too much instant gratification. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.